Hello, welcome to Ye Olde Battle Reps Antares report. It's our second one, and we're going to do a different scenario to just the normal one. It's called Chance Encounter.
An unexpected encounter.
Unexpected Encounter. It's my Ghar versus Dan's Concord, and basically you have to get your units to the other side of the board. Each one that gets to the other side of the board scores 3 points.
Yep.
You can score 1 point for killing an enemy unit, but not more than you scored for getting to the other side.
We think that's how we've interpreted that rule.
Yeah,
It's not
the
quite
wording's
clear.
a little bit off. I think could be clearer, but we'll introduce our armies because we haven't deployed them yet. Because you only deploy half your army, so we can't really do that at the start. So here's my Ghar, not fully painted, but almost. Oh yeah, there's my command crawler with high commander upgrade and a plasma ramp. This is 3. I guess these are the battle squad things. Leader 2 and plasma ramps. Assault squad, leader 2, plasma ramps. These silver ones are another battle squads. They're like the long range ones with plasma ramps, same as them. And then a crappy unit of 6 outcasts with no. Oh, they've got leader 2. Yeah. So, what have you got? Do you want to do yours?
Yeah. I've got 3 strike squads. All they've got is 4 strike troopers and a strike leader and a spotter drone each. So I haven't painted all my drones yet, and at this point I haven't invested in the drone packs available. So these white ones that have got no tail on, like that, those are all spotter drones. So that's one. Unit is painted. Another one. So 3 strike squads. Got a new Who Mandarin. He's started painting her, she's quite cool. She's got a gun drone. Again, I have to use this light support drone as my gun drone. It shouldn't actually have a base that big, but you can't target that specifically, so the base shouldn't really matter. She's then got her own little nano drone, 2 spotter drones, and a shield drone. I've then got an actual light support drone, who's got plasma light support as a weapon, spotter drone, batter drone. So these blue ones I painted them to be batter drones. That's a shield drone, and it's also got self-repair as well. And I've got this bad boy. Yeah, C3 combat drone. He's got 2 batter drones, so he's going to be well shielded. Spotter drone, shield drone, and also got self-repair, and he's just got a plasma cannon.
Here's a view of the terrain we've got on the board. It's not really the best sci-fi terrain, so we need to invest in some really, but
Yeah.
quite a lot of terrain though. Should make things quite interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we've set up our armies with the alternating dice draw thing. I've gone for the timeless tactic of stick my men in the middle of the board. So I've got a battle squad, assault squad, and my high commander. And Dan has deployed his combat drone. What's that one called? Medium
Light support
drone, and the unit strike squad. Cool. And pretty much we're just opposite each other, but the rest of our armies can come on from turn 2.
Turn 1.
Turn 1. Oh, right.
Yeah, but they come one at the back.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got the first dice drawn from the bag. I allocated it to my high commander, or command crawler as it's called. I did an advance and fired, and I was in range to hit this medium support drone, but I needed 1s to hit due to the battle drone, intervening terrain and whatnot.
And range.
Yeah, so 6 shots, unsurprisingly I didn't get any hits. So next dice. I got the next dice as well, and because I knew I was in range, I decided to fire this guy at the same target, which basically meant I hit on 2s. I got 2 hits, and one of the hits I allocated to the
Batter
drone, and the shield drone took the hit and survived.
Rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1, so Dan was feeling pretty lucky. But the other hit...
That went out quickly.
yeah. The other hit actually destroyed
I needed an 8 or below. I got a 9.
And another 9.
And then 9 to get destroyed straight away.
Yeah, so, and that actually destroys a whole unit, including the battle
Yeah.
drone, which is, it's just
Unlucky,
unlucky.
really.
Because that was a bit of a hot shot, really, from this distance, with with a piece of intervening terrain and a battle drone.
But as we know, the Ghar get all the luck.
They do actually. Yes. Okay, the third dice was Ghar again. So I brought on this unit of this battle squad, and they made a run to catch up with the rest of the army. And they have to come on in the middle. You can't bring them off on at the side or anything. So they could then just run up the flank. Right, next dice. Is it going to be Ghar again? So finally, Concord drew a dice, and Dan sprinted his unit of what they call the strike squad from there to here, because they can go 15 inches when they sprint. And he passed his agility test, so they don't take any pins or anything afterwards. They're not exhausted. Okay, just a bit of a clarification of a mistake we made. So Dan drew the next dice, and he was just checking some rules for his
C3 and 4 combat drone, or just combat drones.
Combat drone. And we got onto its weapons.
Because it has 2.
It has 2 weapons, and then we found the rule says you can only fire 1, with some exceptions. And the exception being if you've got a twinned weapon. Now I'd assumed that the weapons on here were twinned because it says twin weapons side by side, but it doesn't have the word twin. It just has it says 2 Scourer cannons. So as far as we can tell, that means you can only fire 1. Which we've just re-rolled. We've redone the shooting against this unit because obviously I would only have 3 shots and it didn't even get any hits. So yeah, it makes this significantly worse. I guess the reasoning behind it is because it's a vehicle, you can destroy weapons on it. Yeah. So it's got 2, so it's got like a backup one. That's a bit confusing, really. Yeah. But I probably should.
We did it wrong in the last match.
Yeah, we did it wrong last time.
Makes it slightly less scary.
Yeah, but we have spent about 10 minutes trying to work out how to move over things. So it's a big learning curve at the moment. It's only our second game. So hopefully we've played that correctly. So finally Dan has shot with his plasma cannon. And shot this unit. He scored a hit, so I'll take a pin, but I passed the res test. Okay, my turn now, and I tried to run with this unit of battles. Tried to run with this battle squad. I failed the test because I think I needed 8. They'd already taken a pin, so they go down, and because I failed on a 10, they don't remove the pin either. Okay, next up, Dan fired the combat drone again.
Same unit.
Same unit, and I passed again on a 1, but I took another pin, obviously. Okay, so Dan next fired the combat drone again at the same unit. He got the hit, but I passed the res test on a 1, so I still take another pin. Next up, the resurrected medium support drone has fired. It's got an unobstructed line all the way through to this unit at the back. We got a hit, and I passed the res test because it's only strike value 3. But pins are important. Right, Ghar next, and I successfully ran the assault unit, sort of to go round the command crawler. They've removed their pin. Okay, Concord have run with a strike squad, which has come onto the board, and they've run over to there. So we've got 2 strike squads over here. Concord again, they've brought on another strike squad here, and they've run behind this battle drone all the way over there. Okay, and Concord have brought on their final unit, and so they're starting to look pretty scary now. They've got all these units. It's a Nuhu Mandarin and various drones. Actually, what happened is we drew the distort dice, but we just couldn't work out. It doesn't explain what happens if you've got units that have to come on the board, because under those rules it says they must run or advance. So what we decided to do is just leave the distort dice out of it, and we'll put it in the bag next time, because we can't see any other way of doing it really. And the final dice was Ghar. So I brought my outcasts on, and I brought them on because they can come 10 inches from the middle, so they came on like there, and then ran. I took the run dice. Which actually, I don't know why I didn't do that with one of my other units, to have more of a flanking element rather than all being in the middle. Okay, so Concord got the first dice, which was allocated to the Nuhu.
Yep.
Who's got follow, and there's no one with any pins, so a bunch of other people fired as well. They all fired at the Ghar. The Nuhu and this drone managed to kill one of the assault squad, and then this guy killed the leader of this squad. Because basically, you could see through here, unimpeded line to the guy that was there. And I chose to take out my leader because I got the reroll, and my leader died. Fuck! And bunch of pins on them as well, so it's getting quite hairy. Yeah. Concord again. This time Dan has sprinted this unit of the strike squad. They failed their agility test, so they're exhausted behind this building. But they did go 15 inches on there. Yeah. And the next dice was Concord again, and another strike squad that was there sprinted to be sort of on this hill, just sort of slightly behind it, and they failed their agility test. And they're also exhausted and take a pin. I got the next dice. I advanced up the outcasts. They managed to kill one of these strike squad members and also took out the spotter drone, and so they got pin as well. Rolled really well to hit with them. I needed 3s to hit, and I got like 6 hits. Oh, but I just rolled for the limited ammo on their guns. I got a 10, which means I can't fire rapid fire anymore.
Let's put that there, then we'll remember.
Yeah, just to, yeah.
If they roll 10 again, then they've run out of ammo.
They've run out of ammo, yeah. Ghar next. The assault squad has run, so they passed their order test. They're coming over more towards this side of the board with these strike squads on them. Didn't think charging these 2 men up the middle of the board was the best idea.
Not when 1 minute apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I advanced up my command crawler and fired at this unit, hoping to get a 1 and then take out the battle drone. But the shield drone took the hit. I didn't get any 1s. Shield drone took the hit, so it died. At least I got rid of that. Alright, I advanced up this unit next, and they also fired 9 shots, and I needed 1s to hit because of the battle drone and the intervening terrain. But I got 1-1 to hit, and it killed the battle drone, finally. And I got the next one as well. This time we decided to fire the command crawler. I got a hit against the medium support drone, but Dan passed his res test, so he just takes a pin. Okay, for my next order, we then realised I hadn't tested for this unit that was down, so we did that and they passed, which we should have done at the start of the turn. So then I was able to allocate a run order to them, so they've only got 1 pin now, and they've gone behind this rock, so it'd probably be quite difficult for Dan's units. Well, they fired anyway, but they were difficult to draw a line on them next turn. They might be able to if they move to a different position, but we'll have to see. Next, this strike squad rapid fired at my outcasts and killed 2. Leader made his save, fortunately. He got leader 2, but yeah, 2 of them dead, and I'll take a pin. And the last dice drawn was Concord. So the heavy drone has actually run over here, and this is its battle drone shield around it. So that means the disrupt dice will affect the first one that's drawn next turn, turn 3. So here's just a broader view of the battlefield, so I don't think I've done too many of them. So you can see what's going on. Actually, it's probably quite obvious, but we didn't mention this hill is the edge of the battlefield. Yeah. It's only a 4x4 we're doing. We just marked out the edge there. So I've got my outcasts, I've got 2 strike squads over there. Bulk of my force is still sort of relatively in the centre. And then there's a few Concord units over there. So it's on to turn 3, and we're going to see who gets the disrupt dice. And the first dice drawn was the Ghar, so naturally the down order is going on the outcasts. I might actually keep them alive a bit longer anyway.
Yeah.
So this turn I've activated 2 plasma amps, one on the command crawler and 1 on these guys. Concord next, and Dan tried to do something with the weapon drone, but it failed its order test. Is that what it's called?
Order test, yeah.
We looked but couldn't find anything. I thought drones can go down, like weapon drones can go down or something, but couldn't see that in the book. So it loses the pin and goes down. Right, I fired this unit with the plasma amps at this drone, trying to kill it. And because it was down to re-rolls, had some hits, I got one and immobilised it. And
this guy's so bad at saving res tests.
Yeah, because this is quite high res 8.
Yeah.
Right, this strike squad over here has fired at the outcasts. It did help that they were down because they only got 3 hits in the end, but it did kill 2. The leader's still alive, but they've got 2 pins as well now. And then this strike squad advanced, they passed their tests for their pins, and they destroyed the remaining 2 outcasts. That's the first unit destroyed. First unit actually destroyed. I did destroy that one early, but came back. Yeah, right, so poor outcasts.
Next time.
Right, the combat drone advanced to that position so it wasn't behind the terrain. Got a clear shot at this unit, hit, but I passed the res test. Take a pin. And then it's my turn next. I ran this unit because they've got plasma ramps, so they can make 2, they become multiple dice 2. So they can run right over here now. So I see these are getting dangerously close to my board edge. I need to start getting some of my units up a bit. Yeah, so that's it. Next up, I advanced the assault ones with the gouger guns. They moved over to there and they got 2 hits, rolled 2 2s against this unit. I basically just wanted to make them go down and hope they would maybe not be able to advance next turn, but actually ended up killing their leader as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. Yeah. Okay, I advanced the command crawler, shot at this guy again, and caused another pin, didn't destroy him. He passed his res test. Dan, what just happened?
I'm incredibly angry. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. This thing I hate. My combat drone shot and hit his thing. He failed both his res tests and therefore had them on the vehicle damage table. I got a fucking 1.
No effect.
No effect. What a bit. Literally just pinged off him.
I wish I had got a film of you dancing around shouting.
I was very angry. I'm not a happy man.
So a bit of karma there. I tried to advance again and fire with a command crawler, but I failed my test.
On a 10?
On a 10?
Get on last time, we're blown up.
Basically, I don't lose the pin and I go down. He's multiple to 3 this turn, so I can try and do something later with it. Okay, here's Concord next. This unit tried to sprint. Devious little buggers trying to sprint down here. Leadership 9 with the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Command 9. And roll a
8
10.
it was because they got a pin.
Oh, 8.
So 8, but I got 10.
Yeah, roll a 10. So they
don't even lose the pin.
Don't lose the pin. But it's quite frustrating for this unit now because they were there so that when he came out I could at least move and fire at them somehow. But it's not going to happen. Okay, I then advanced this unit up, lost their pin. I fired the disruptor ammo, which I've just basically remembered that they have this disruptor stuff on their guns, at the combat drone. Basically with Blast D4 I got 1 hit and that ended up multiplying, but it didn't matter because I just killed a batter drone with it. Basically that's all I fired it for, to kill batter drones. That's it. And the last dice out of the bag was the Ghar, the last one left. Because it's multiple order, it can actually... I still have to take the down test now, but it was able to receive another order, so it advanced. Fired this thing, didn't get any hits. My next action, which I got, was to just fire this unit that were there. I had a good view of this unit. And they killed 3 of them. Yeah, that's a pretty good result. Yeah, and I got the next dice as well, and I thought either run them over there or just finish off that unit, and just about managed to kill them. They were down to 1 man after I finished firing at them, and then they failed their break test, and that means they're destroyed, is it?
Yeah.
Because they were under half.
Under half,
Under
yeah.
half, yeah. They had 2 pins, there was 1 guy left.
Yeah.
Okay, Concord now. The Nuhu Mandarin and her entourage fired at this unit. The little guns got hits but didn't do anything, and then the big gun fired. Was it this thing firing as well? Or did you do
That thing fired, yeah.
Yes. So these things got lots of hits but didn't do anything, so they caused 2 pins. But the big guy missed, unfortunately. I had to take a break test, but they passed. I then tried to run these guys over there towards these men, but I failed and went down, failed on 10. I don't lose a pin either. Balls. I used their multiple order ability to advance to try and make this unit go down by shooting at them, but I just missed with both shots, unfortunately. And in response, the unit that they fired at has sprinted down to here, so they're really close to getting off the board there. Yep. And then the disrupt dice has come up, and it was me, so I had to give it to one of my units, and I didn't want to give it to him because he's really useful, and he's got multiple order 3, so I'll give it to them, which means they go down. So I'm me again, and I gave my first dice to him, tried to shoot him, and missed. And this time I did the same thing.
And he's still there.
Same result.
He fired them, didn't he? Let's just put the...
Yeah, I used my final order dice because I figured there's 2 turns left and he's quite tough, so I'll probably be alright to get him off the board. So I just fired at him this time. I got 3 hits.
3 hits and saved all 3.
Yeah, saved all 3, and because it's a single unit, it's not destroyed or anything. It just goes down. It's already down. So yeah. Okay, the last 2 dice were Concord, and both of these units just ran down here. Obviously, they're going to try and get off the board. Yeah. Okay, so now it's turn 5. So there's only this turn and then turn 6. I've just done the down tests. So this unit, which had the disrupt dice, they've stayed down because they had a couple of pins. These guys are free now. And then over here, they went down. They're just close to the board edge.
Yeah.
Same as these. And that's what it looks like. Yeah, so I tried to send this unit down with the gouger guns, but I just missed both shots. So they will get off the board now. Basically, these were too far away to go off the other board edge. So, yeah. So they're not going to do anything now, really. Okay, I advanced these guys up and fired at him, but didn't get any hits because he's down. Had to re-roll successes.
The most resilient drone now ever.
This is bullshit. Look at
Done
that.
nothing, but he just tied you up forever.
Yeah. Right, so Concord have sprinted the Nuhu Mandarin from up there down to here. So basically we're getting a big push for this side to go off the board, and my Ghar here are down, so not really going to be able to stop them. There's going to be 3 units off the board there. 4, I can only really get 2 off the board, so it's going to be difficult. I say it's going to be difficult, it's going to be impossible. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh, I just want to kill a fucking drone.
Right,
yeah, let's see this next. So, to that effect, I've just run these guys over there, so next turn they can definitely get off the board, and that's it. I advanced this guy up and shot, getting another hit, so he's on 7 pins. If he takes another one, he will die. But I got the disrupt dice, and so I had to go on him, because he's the only one that can take any more dice. And Concord have now got these guys off the board easily.
So there they go. So these guys are a unit off the board, so I'm going to put...
And he sprinted the other strike squad off the board. That's 2 units. And the combat drone is also run over here. The next turn that will be able to get off the board. The Nuhu's too far away, but
possibly, we'll see.
Yeah,
probably,
I mean
probably
that looks too far. But
I should get 3 units off, which is pretty awesome.
It's a big thing in this game. You can't pre-measure. It's very difficult to get used to that. And I'll advance this guy's nearly off the board. Took another shot, but didn't get a hit. And last dice of turn 5. This guy can almost get off the board. Nothing can really stop him next turn, so he's very close to the edge. And that's it. We've just got our down orders to do. And then it's turn 6. So we've done the down tests. Everyone passed, basically. They passed. My command all passed. This guy passed. He had 7 pins.
He did a 1 and he passed.
Passed on a 1, which means he removes 2 pins.
Beastly little parasite! How dare you! You little thug! How dare you!
So I'm not going to be able to kill him.
Well, you might not kill himself.
I will potentially with this guy. Basically, I've lost all my plasma ramps now as well. And even activating it on these. Suppose I could do that. Yeah, but all the ones that were active I've got rid of. Okay, turn 6, first dice. Concord, this guy goes off the board.
Yeah.
Okay, Concord again, and just to be an annoying little shit, Dan is firing this guy at them. Right, so...
Fire.
Fire.
So I've got a test to do that.
I don't mind filming this, the least important.
10, it failed.
10 failed. Oh, does that mean...
I'm going to go down.
He goes down, and does he take a pin?
No, it just means you go down.
Okay.
If you fail, you should succeed, and if you fail, you do go down.
Right, me and these guys are going off the board, running off the board, so I get some points. These guys just for the hell of it tried to advance and just kill this fucking drone, but they failed on a 10, so they just go down. Fortunately, they're multiple orders, so I can try again. Tried to kill him again with this guy and failed. Should have a dice next to him, but I can't be bothered because it's near the end of the game. Yeah. And the next dice is me again, so this guy's going off the board. There he goes, and there he's gone. Disrupt dice next, and the fucking Ghar get it as usual, so they go down. Well, they're already down, they stay down.
Yeah.
Last dice of the game, and the new who can't get off the board, so Den's just sent her down. Right, so that's the end of the game. So what were the points? I killed 2.
You got 1 unit.
1 unit and got 2 off the board.
That's 7.
7.
I killed 1 unit, the outcast, and got 3 off the board, so it's 10 to 7.
10 to 7. So yeah, so Concord victory. And
It's pretty good. I feel good about that. That's my first victory against Ghar.
yeah, we played.
We've only filmed one. We
one
played
game.
about 4 games, and we.
Yeah, played a couple before that, and then Ghar were just unstoppable with their res rolls basically.
Yeah.
But that really showed the big downfall is the agility. I was thinking at the end, I mean, it probably would have been better to not concentrate so much on trying to kill his troops, just plasma ramp everyone up at the start and then move everyone 20 straight away.
Yeah.
But it's difficult
Because then if you keep
want
running
to
up, then I would just separate and run all my men around the side.
Yeah, you do want to
And I had more units than you.
try and stop
So
some of the enemy getting to the other side of the board. If the assault squad at the end had sent that unit down and then destroyed them, that would have been 7-all.
yeah.
I think, yeah. But that's another thing. Ghar accuracy really showed in that one that it's just not as good as Concord accuracy.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as reliable.
Well, because I think my accuracy isn't necessarily that much better, like 6 and yours is 5.
It's
Like spotted drones and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah. I enjoyed that game, I think, more than the other one that we filmed.
Yeah.
It seemed a lot more tactical.
Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely.
So I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah.
One thing, the game just took ages to play though, because we're still not too familiar with the rules.
Yeah. But by the last 3 turns,
We
it got
started
a lot
to
better,
get, but there's several points where we're trying to find these rules in this rule book. It needs a bloody index, doesn't it? Because it just took so long to find stuff. And a couple of things I'm still not sure about. I can't remember what they are now because the game's so long. At some points in the video we mention it, but I do like the in-depth rules. The things like, or when they go over terrain, difficult terrain, if you roll a 1, then they always ignore it.
Yeah, it's just like there's lots of
little things.
It's a great game, and that game I absolutely loved that game. That was awesome.
That was really good.
That was really good fun. Best one by miles, and I definitely want to play more of it. I do feel to me there's only one downside to this game, in that it's just a little bit too complicated. There are so many rules.
It's not that much too complicated. It's just complicated enough to be slightly annoying sometimes when you've got to look up lots of these different rules.
Yeah.
But
like the basic mechanic is actually relatively simple. You draw a dice out, you give them an order, great. But there's so many little rules.
And I think once we've played enough games to know a lot of those rules a lot more intuitively, then it'll be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And it won't be as annoying flicking back and forth through the book. Like I said last time, I think we really need to make crib sheets for the army, so we're not trying to flick through like 200 pages. We did spend like 15 minutes in between moves, like looking stuff up.
Yeah, there was one point where we spent a good 15-20 minutes just to look up, trying to clarify one rule.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool though. There's some more scenarios to try. I like that scenario.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was a
good.
cool scenario.
And I think we had a good amount of terrain there as well.
Yep.
But yeah, it's quite late now. We thought we might be able to play a different game after this, but the game took so long. I think it would take like 4 hours or something.
We started about 7:45, and it's now 12:15. So yeah, 3 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah.
4 hours stuff. I am a teacher. I know how to count.
We've been
Wow.
playing long enough for Dan to actually get slightly drunk as well, I think.
Slightly drunk and suddenly unable to count, which as a primary teacher is a bit concerning.
It is a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, that's a lot for my tiredness this week. But it was worth the time
Oh,
because
definitely.
that was ridiculously good fun. It was such a different game because the previous games we played have all been essentially the pitched battle game,
Yeah.
which victory point is killing men,
I think Ghar
which
very
Ghar are
strong
very
in
good
that,
at
yeah.
and are very, very difficult to kill.
Yeah.
Which was often really, really frustrating in the previous games for me. But in this game, I could play a really good just avoid you
Mm-hmm.
game. I just didn't have to do much. I'll just run away.
Yeah.
And I didn't even take. I could have taken other units. I could have
Taking
taken.
the bikes.
I could have taken the bikes,
Yeah.
but then basically I would leg and I would have got. I think the reason I didn't take the bike is because I thought it'd be hard to get out of your range and you'll just target them.
Mm.
And there's only 3 of them, so they're quite easy to take down.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one reason I didn't take the bikes. I could have bought some medium support drones for the cost of the C3M4 combat drone. I could have taken a couple of medium support drones that would have both had plasma cannons, but the C3M4 combat drone was just virtually unkillable. So,
Yeah, I didn't even bother targeting
He
it. I
barely
only shot it
bothered.
once.
yeah, he shot it once,
Not
and he took down one of your guys.
Ted and the Ghar guys wasn't as scary as I was expecting because it literally just has one shot.
Yeah,
Which
well, it has two. It's multiple orders, so it can take
yeah,
this one twice.
too, yeah.
But I mean, that unit that it shot ended up not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it ended up with extra. I don't think it ever had less than 2 pins on it.
Pins on it.
So it always had pins. It was always having to roll an extra pin. That's basically what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it should have done more to the command caller when it got a hit and you failed your res test
Oh yeah.
twice, and then you rolled a 1. If anything else, and your command caller would have ended up with like 4 pins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when I
it would be
rallied.
It would have been very lucky if you to got a 10. Unlucky if you got a 10 and got destroyed,
Yeah.
but you could have got weapon destroyed, or which would have made more suited in more because you could have ended up with no weapons.
Yeah.
Or you could have ended up with like D6 pins, which you could have ended up with like 7 pins, and that would have just trying to get you over your command to get better.
Yeah, that's the way to take out those units, isn't it?
Yeah.
And one thing that I realised in that game, which I didn't really think about before, was how resilient single units are.
Yeah.
Because they can just take, if you don't actually kill them, they can just take, seems to be unlimited amount of pins, and they just go down,
Yeah.
which makes them even harder to kill. That drone just took so much punishment.
And that was after you destroyed the battle drone. You just in like turn 2, and then even by turn 6 it was still alive. I guess he's probably my man on the map, I reckon.
In hindsight, what I'm thinking might have been something which I should have done, which I didn't think to do during the game. Just anything to do it was, I assume I probably could have assaulted that drone. I don't know if you can assault them.
Yeah, you can assault them. You can.
And that might have been the way to.
Yeah, because if you lose in hand-to-hand combat, then you get destroyed very
But I was
easily.
just focusing on just shooting at it. I was kind of thinking, my assault troops the other side of the board, but actually regular Ghar suits can still be pretty decent in assault, so I just didn't think to do it.
Yeah. Yep. I think
That's taking care of it quicker.
I think for me, if I did that again, I potentially wouldn't take a Nuhu with that small amount of points. Because for the cost of the Nuhu, I could have almost bought 2 more strike squads.
They would be more useful.
Or a strike squad and another drone.
Mm.
I mean, because I only really used her in terms of her follow once. I did do quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up with I think like 4 pins going on and things like that. So that was kind of useful. But in this game, I would have not taken her because if I hadn't taken her, I could potentially have taken another strike squad. So I'd have to take another strike squad.
Yeah.
Because I have to have 4 tactical.
Yeah.
But I could take the bikes.
Mm.
For that, I could take the strike squad and the bikes, or the
Yeah,
strike squad and,
yeah.
and another utterly invincible drone sitting in the middle. So, yeah, I think in a game with 1,500 points, then she can be useful because she's very hard to kill. Because you're always just -2 to hit her because of her own little nano drone. And then I gave her 2 shield drones, I think. So it's just like trying to kill her is an absolute nightmare. And I give her a medi drone or something as well. So, but yeah, really good fun.
Yeah, I think we just need to play a few more games, a few different scenarios.
I think maybe swap teams as well. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll play with Ghar, you play with Concord. Be fun.
And they're releasing a lot of cool stuff like breakneck speed releases from Warlord.
Yeah.
Loads of really cool models. And there's definitely quite a few more Ghar I need to get.
I think for me next is actually would be a different army. Potentially, I've come around to Bolmites. I think I like the new Bolmites. The ones on the guys on those crawler things.
Really cool.
And they're quite a different army. Because I don't know if they want to get Alguin or Isaurian, because they seem to me to be quite similar to Concord.
They're diversifying the Isaurians a bit with the aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think
I'll wait to see what they release, to be honest, at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah, cool. But that was good fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. I just want to say, if you've noticed, because we are still learning the rules, if there's anything you've noticed or want to point out or to make us aware of, please leave a comment below. So I think that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.